Hello, and welcome to the 113th episode of Scripture in a Year, hosted by Saints Peter and Paul Orthodox Church in the Albanian Archdiocese of the OCA. Today's reading is from the book of Job, chapter 17 through 20. I am perishing, carried away by the wind, and I ask for a burial place, but cannot obtain it. I am tired of entreating, yet what have I done? Strangers have stolen my possessions. Who is he? Let him join hands with me, for you hid their heart from discernment. Therefore you will not exalt them. He will declare evils as their portion, but my eyes melt away because of my children. But you made me a byword among the people, and I have become an object of laughter to them. For my eyes are petrified because of your wrath, and I am greatly besieged by everyone. Amazement seizes true men because of this, and the righteous man rises against the lawless man. May the faithful man hold to his way, and may those who have clean hands take courage. Nevertheless, all of you stick together and indeed come, for I did not find you to be true. My days have passed in groaning, and my heartstrings are broken. Light turned night into day. It is near at the appearance of darkness. If I tarry, Hades is my home, and my bed is spread in darkness. I called upon death to be my father, and decay to be my mother and my sister. Where then is my hope? Oh, where shall I see my good things? Will they go down with me to Hades, or shall we go down together in the tomb? Then Bildad the Shuhite answered and said, How long will you keep talking? Pay close attention so we may also speak. Why have we been silent before you like four-footed animals? Wrath possesses you. Suppose you die. Would the earth under heaven be uninhabited, or the mountains be overturned from their foundations? The light of the ungodly will go out, and their flame will not go up. His light shall be dark in his dwelling, and his lamp beside him shall be put out. May the least of men pounce on his goods, and let his counsel stumble him. For his foot has been caught in a snare, and he is entangled in a net. May snares come upon him. He shall strengthen those who thirst for his destruction. A snare is hidden in the ground for him, and a capture awaits him on the beaten paths. May sorrows destroy him on every side, and may many enemies come about him, and plague him with severe hunger. For a destruction out of the ordinary is prepared for him. May the toes of his feet be devoured, for death will consume his beauty. May health be banished from his dwelling, and may distress seize him because of a royal decree. It shall dwell in his tent at night, and his godly appearance shall be sown with brimstone. His root shall be dried out from below, and his crop shall be trampled from above. His memory shall perish from the earth, and his name shall be remembered no more. May he be driven from light into darkness. He shall not be known among his people, nor his house preserved on the earth. But others shall live among his possessions. The last groaned for him, and wonder seized the first. These are the dwellings of wrongdoers, and this is the place of those who do not know the Lord. Then Job answered and said, How long will you weary my soul and take me down with words? Only know how the Lord has dealt with me thus. You speak against me, and while shaming me, you press hard on me. Yes, indeed, I have truly erred. My error lodges with me. When I speak words which I should not have spoken, my words go astray and are unseasonable. Alas, you exalt yourselves against me and attack me with disgrace. Know therefore that the Lord has troubled me and raised his stronghold against me. Behold, I laugh at disgrace, and I will not speak, nor will I cry out, for judgment is nowhere to be found. I am walled in round about and cannot cross over, for he has set darkness before my face. He stripped me of my glory and took the crown from my head. He has torn me apart on every side, and I am gone. He has uprooted my hope like a tree. He handled me vehemently in wrath, and has counted me like an enemy. His raiders came against me with one accord. They encircled my paths and lay in wait. My brothers stood far from me and recognized strangers rather than me, so my friends became unmerciful. My relatives acted as though they did not know me, and my close friends have forgotten me. As for my neighbors and the maidservants of my house, I was a stranger before them. I called my servant, but he gave no answer, though I begged him with my mouth. I also entreated my wife, and summoned the children of my concubines and flattered them, but they rejected me forever. When I arise, they speak against me. Those who know me detest me, and those whom I truly love turned against me. The muscles of my body have decayed under my skin, and my bones are held in my teeth. Have mercy on me, O friends, for the hand of the Lord has touched me. Why do you persecute me as the Lord does, and are not satisfied because of my flesh? For who may commit my words to writing, to put them in a book forever, with an iron pen and lead, or to engrave them in rocks? For I know he is everlasting, he who is about to set me free on the earth, and to raise up my skin that endures these things. For these have been accomplished for me by the Lord, which I myself am conscious of, and my eyes have beheld, and not those of another. All has been accomplished for me in my bosom. If you shall say, what shall we say before him? Then we will find in him the root of the matter. Indeed, be afraid to cover up your evil, for wrath will come upon lawless men. Then they will know where their substance is. Then Zophar the Naamathite answered and said, I did not suppose you would answer in that way, nor do you understand more than I. I will heed the discipline of my humiliation, and the spirit of my understanding causes me to answer. Have you not heard these things of old, from the time man was put on the earth? For the gladness of the ungodly is a disastrous fall, and the joy of transgressors is destruction. Though his gifts ascend to heaven, and his sacrifice touches the clouds, just when he already seems to be established, then he shall utterly perish. And those who knew him will say, where is he? Like a dream he flew away and cannot be found, and he fled like a vision of the night. The eye observed him, but will see him no more, nor will his place any longer behold him. May his children perish, and may his vile hands kindle the fire of sorrows. His bones were full of his youthful vigor, which will lie down with him in the dust. Though evil is sweet in his mouth, and he will hide it under his tongue, though he will not spare it, and will not forsake it, but will hold it fast in the midst of his throat, yet he shall be unable to help himself, for the gall of an asp is in his belly. His wealth gathered unjustly shall be vomited up, and a messenger will drag him out of his house. May he nurse on anger of serpents, and may a snake's tongue kill him. May he not see the milk of the pastures, nor his supplies of honey and butter. In vain he has labored unprofitably for wealth, of which he will not taste. For it is like tough meat that he cannot chew, for he crushed the houses of many weak people. He plundered their dwelling and caused it to cease. There is no salvation in his possessions, for he will not be saved by what he desired. Nothing is left for him to eat. Therefore his good things will not flourish, but when he at last seems to be satisfied, he will be distressed, for every trouble will come upon him. If he were to satisfy his stomach in some way, let God send the fury of wrath upon him, and may he bathe him in sorrows. He will not be saved from the power of the sword. May a bronze bow wound him, may an arrow pass through his body, and may lightning strike his dwelling. May terrors come upon him, may total darkness await him. A fire that will not go out will consume him. May a stranger ruin his house, may heaven uncover his lawlessness, and may the earth rise up against him. May destruction bring his house to an end, and may a day of wrath come upon him. This is the portion of an ungodly man from the Lord, and the heritage appointed to him from the one who watches him. Here ends the reading for today.